What's up guys, just Messi here and welcome to a brand new video and welcome to your daily dose of transfer gossip. Today is going to be Sunday the 8th of August and compared to most days, today's been pretty damn dull in regards to rumours, and I also want to apologise if I sound very tired. I've played a lot of foot champs today. I didn't realise how draining it is and how stressful it is. And fair play to you if you play 40 games every single weekend of it, because obviously the rewards will be very nice, but as of right now, it's a very tough process to get into. But enough of foot champs, let's get into transfers. Or before that, as always, if you show support by leaving a like rating, that'd be absolutely awesome. If you're new to my channel, click the subscribe button for daily FIFA content, and in the comments below, your thoughts on today's rumours and the rumours I should do in the next episode. Also, if you missed yesterday's video, it will be down below in the description box. So starting off today, we have got a confirmed transfer, and that is going to be Charles Atanjay going to a team in Turkey called Adanaspor, and that is from a team called Gaziantepspor. So I probably said that second one wrong, but it's a free transfer. Technically, he was a free agent because I think he's released by his old club, but I'm not really a big fan of Atanjay because what he done during his time at Liverpool, but it's a free transfer to that team. Next player is Lex Immers going to Club Brugge from Cardiff City, I think it is, and a free transfer again. To be honest, a pretty unusable striker. Followed by Fabian Castillo making the switch to Trabzonspor now in Turkey, a permanent basis for around £800,000 or just over from FC Dallas in the MLS. And he was on loan for the first part of the season. Now they made it all official by signing him on a permanent basis. And I don't know how well he's doing in the MLS, though he was fantastic. Next player is Jacob Hulgaard going to Wigan from Stoke City in the Premier League on a loan deal for the whole season, or the remainder of this season. And the final confirmed today is going to be Martin Cauteruccio going to Cruz Azul in the Mexican League, I think that is, from San Lorenzo in Argentina for around £4 million. And now we move on to potential deals. And first up, we've got Andre Silva, the youngster from Portugal, and in particular FC Porto. And to be fair, massive talent. But according to the Daily Star today, Arsenal's hopes of signing Porto forward Andre Silva in January have been dashed after Real Madrid agreed a deal to sign him in the summer transfer window. Now, other than that, it doesn't actually say anything about a fee or a price, but obviously Real Madrid right now have got a transfer ban, so it would make sense if they were to do it in advance. Next player is going to be Nathan Ake, doing very well for himself on loan at Bournemouth currently, and apparently according to multiple sources as well as the Bournemouth manager Eddie Howe, he'll most likely be returning to Chelsea in this window. A quote from Eddie Howe himself says it looks like that will be the case. It's not 100% finalised as of yet, but it probably will happen. And ESPN and the Daily Telegraph both did say earlier on in the day it will probably happen as well. So Nathan Ake back to Chelsea, it'll be a very nice silver card to have for hybrids. Next up, we got to Matteo Darmian, linked to Juventus, but it also includes Patrice Evra. Evra has not been included in Juventus' recent matchday squad after speculation linking the France fullback with a return to Manchester United or potentially going to Valencia and West Ham, according to Gazzetta dello Sport. And now, Goal.com are saying Manchester United fullback Darmian is one of a number of replacements Juventus are currently looking at if Patrice Evra does leave. Another two players linked to Juve are going to be Gael Clichy as well as Branislav Ivanovic. Next player is going to be Troy Deeney, and as you can tell by the legend badge, he's in to move to China. So the source is going to be the Daily Mirror, and they're saying that Watford captain Troy Deeney has emerged as the latest target for the Chinese Super League, with Hebei China Fortune preparing a £25 million bid for the Englishman. Now, 25 mil for Troy Deeney, I believe back in the summer, that's what Leicester bid. Now, they probably wouldn't accept that one because he's a very key part to their side, but Igalo, who's also linked to a move to China, if they get like another 30 mil out of him, potentially, they could have got 50+ mil for Troy Deeney and Igalo, which to me is absolutely stupid, and most of you at home probably watching this video, I imagine do agree as well. Next player is going to be Jack Wilshere, according to the Sunday People today. Everton boss Ronald Koeman is keen on bringing Arsenal and England midfielder Jack Wilshere to Goodison Park in the summer, but faces competition from Manchester City for the 25-year-old. Now, right now, he's doing very well for himself at Bournemouth on loan, and I think Arsene Wenger did say it was the correct decision to send him out on loan because I think over the last 2 years or so, he's actually played less than he has so far this season for Bournemouth. Kind of kept injury-free, I think, and performing very well on top of it. Next player is Quincy Promes, I'm not sure how you say his name, but according to multiple different sources today, linked to a move to Liverpool again. So the first one is the Daily Mirror, and they said that Liverpool are keen to push through a deal for Spartak Moscow winger Quincy Promes, with the Russian outfit valuing him around £25 million, and the Sunday People are also saying the same thing. We are linked to a fair amount of wingers right now, and Quincy Promes definitely has been on that list for a couple of weeks, and an interview of Gini Wijnaldum, I think about a week ago now, he did say he wants to score 10 goals this season alongside Quincy Promes in his team at Liverpool. So he's clearly very good friends with him and potentially could be a player that comes in and is a good fill-in for Mane and competition for Mane when he gets back from the African Cup of Nations. Next player is Adam Lallana. It's not a transfer away from Liverpool. In fact, according to Sunday Express and again, multiple other sources, Liverpool want to give Adam Lallana a new contract and double his current wages to try and fend off interest from Tottenham. You compare Lallana under Brendan Rodgers when he was at Liverpool, where he's god-awful. Like, Lallana really wasn't very good at all. He's doing pointless career turns and not getting many goals or assists. But now, under Jurgen Klopp, he is unreal, doing so well for himself, contributing a lot of goals and assists, and now potentially could get Player of the Month for December. So a brilliant player to have, great work ethic about him, and now doing the business on the pitch again. Next player is Mamadou Sakho of Liverpool, linked to a move to Galatasaray and Sevilla. Liverpool are keen to ensure a substantial fee for Mamadou Sakho, despite his consignment to under 23 so far this season, according to Liverpool Echo. Southampton haven't made a formal approach for Sakho yet. West Brom, Palace and Swansea are also interested on his current situation. Sevilla have inquired on the cost of Sakho, but any hopes for a deal with Galatasaray is less likely by the ongoing terror incidents. So that one is not football related, it's outside of football. It's still understandable why that potentially could be off. And then it goes on to say that if there is no deal in place by the end of January, they then start considering loan deals like they did during the summer window. And Liverpool now feel a permanent switch for Sakho is the best interest, and they're looking to get £20 million for him. And if we do manage to sell Sakho for 20 mil, that is profit from what we paid for him just 3.5 years ago. So Sakho, not played at all this season, but still, if you base it off what he was doing for us towards the end of last season, he was great. So 20 mil kind of makes sense, but right now he's not playing, so obviously his valuation could go down ever so slightly. Next up is going to be Lukas Podolski, legend badge. It's a very, very short one, but Lukas Podolski is heading to China to a team called Beijing Guoan, and that's actually the rivals of Carlos Tevez's new team, Shanghai Shenhua. That is all it says for now. It does not mention wages or the fee for the player, and to be fair, this rumour has been going about for a long, long time. Next player is going to be Bojan, linked to Middlesbrough. Middlesbrough manager Karanka says he'll try to bring Stokes Bojan to the club. The quote says, "I like to bring players who can play in different positions, so we'll try." At the moment it is one signing, but if someone leaves it could depend, and I know Bojan because he was in the national team. He's a good player, he's played in AC Milan, Barcelona, Ajax, Rome, Stoke, so he is a very good player. And that would be a hype link to the striker, Negredo. Next up we go on to Wilfred Boney, again legend badge. This one isn't really new again, this time last year. In fact, this was also a rumour, but according to the Daily Star on Sunday, Manchester City's 28-year-old striker, Ivorian striker Wilfred Boney, on loan at Stoke City, has been offered £210,000 a week, tax-free, to move to China. So it wouldn't surprise me in the slightest if he does take that, as that is a hell of a lot of money. Next player is going to be Victor Lindelof, linked to Manchester United again, according to Sunday Express, as well as the guy next to him, Jose Fonte. So the article does say that Manchester United is set to fork out £45 million for defensive duo Victor Lindelof and also the Southampton captain Jose Fonte, who did hand in a transfer request just a few days ago now. Mourinho looks to bolster the squad at Old Trafford now in a potential push for the top four and maybe even further, the title. Now according to Corriere della Sera, they say that Bayern Munich have stolen a lead in the race to sign Federico Bernardeschi from Fiorentina. Fiorentina are also keen not to sell him domestically to another Italian club, so Bayern Munich could well be a good option. I think also into a Premier League move, but not sure what the fee would be. Next up we go on to Laporte, linked to Manchester City again, according to the Sunday Mirror. Man City will make a new bid for Athletic Bilbao's French centre-back Laporte in the summer, despite being turned down by the 22-year-old last summer when Pep joined. So Laporte, again, it would take a lot of money to get him, but right now, I think in the summer, Pep does want to sign a lot of players. Next up, we go on to Dele Alli again. Yesterday, I was into a big move to China. According to the Daily Mirror today, the big story, Tottenham midfielder Dele Alli is said to be subject to a battle between Real Madrid and Barcelona during the summer transfer window. Obviously, if you watch a lot of Premier League football, you know how good Dele Alli really is for his age. He scored so many goals. I think it's like 20 goals now in like 50 odd appearances so far for a midfielder at that age, like 20. That is unreal. And you can't understand why Madrid and Barca would really be interested in him. And to be fair, it'd be very, very good for branching out for English supporters and stuff. Next up, we go on to Gerard Deulofeu. According to Le 10 Sport, I think that's what it's called, Marseille are keen on Everton winger Gerard Deulofeu and his old Barcelona teammate Christian Teo. Deulofeu, who has been linked to a January move away from Goodison Park, is also wanted by Serie A giants AC Milan, which I think was also in talks with Roma as well, potentially. Next player, the final player today, is going to be Dimitri Payet, then to Marseille again. Now, quite a few sources have jumped on this one, including Spanish sources as well as a couple of English and French. They say that Payet is insisting he wants to leave West Ham and go back to Olympique Marseille, and a deal could be done as early as Monday. So it does seem that Payet and his representatives are trying to push for a deal, and West Ham, I'm not sure if they're having too much of it, as they're a stumbling block right now. They don't want to sell their key player, which does make quite a bit of sense. But there was also a rumour yesterday, I think it was, saying Lassana Diarra of Marseille could well be used as bait, alongside the fee of 30 to 40 million euros plus Diarra for Dimitri Payet as the fee. So, in fact, Lassana Diarra on his Twitter profile has removed the Olympique Marseille part. Before, it says official Twitter account of Lassana Diarra, Olympique Marseille, and also a couple of things underneath that, but now there's no Marseille mention at all. So could we see Dimitri Payet back at Marseille in the next couple of days? We'll have to wait and see. It'd be awesome to see it. And West Ham fans, what are your thoughts on that? And that, guys, is going to be the end of this video. So as always, if you show support by leaving a like rating, that'd be absolutely awesome. If you're new to my channel, click the subscribe button for daily FIFA content in the comments below. And your thoughts on today's rumours and rumours I should do in the next episode. And if you missed yesterday's video, it will be down below in the description box. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.